breaking up is hard to do. Don't take how I love the rainy days and the happy way.
Before we start this video, I need a moment. The world lost one of the greatest songwriters who ever lived. Neil Sedaka passed away at the age of 86. His family called him a true rock and roll legend, an inspiration to millions. Today, we are counting down his top 10 greatest songs, chart-verified, story-driven, and told with the respect this legend deserves. This is our tribute to Neil Sedaka.
Boy, who's in your diary?
10. The Diary. Every great career has a starting point. For Neil Sedaka, it was the song. He was working with singer Connie Francis one afternoon, going through tracks, looking for the right fit. At some point, Connie pulled out her diary and started writing in it privately. Neil asked if he could read it. She said no. And that moment, that tiny, personal moment of curiosity, sparked a hit. The diary appeared on the Billboard chart in December 1958.
Oh, what I'd give if I could see.
It was the song that said to the world, Neil Sedaka has arrived. And the world had no idea what was coming next.
The little things I say and do.
Neil didn't just write songs for himself. He wrote them for the world. And this song? He gave it away. A duo called Captain and Neil recorded Love Will Keep Us Together in 1975. What happened next was extraordinary. It became the #1 song in the United States. It stayed at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for nearly the entire month of July 1975. It won the Grammy Award for Record of the Year. It was the biggest song of the whole year. Neil wrote it, someone else sang it, and it changed both their lives forever. That is what separates a good musician from a truly great songwriter.
Solitaire's the only game in town.
7. Solitaire. Now, let's rewind a little, because this is where the comeback story truly begins. By the mid-1960s, everything had changed. The Beatles arrived. The British invasion swept through America like a storm.
In town. Every road that takes him.
And just like that, Neil Sedaka's chart run was over. His record label dropped him. And it got worse. He discovered that his manager, who happened to be his mother's boyfriend, had blown through his savings. Neil was broke. He was forgotten. He endured what he himself called 13 years in the wilderness.
Within his silence.
Most artists never recover from that. Neil did something different. He moved to the United Kingdom. He reinvented himself. And in 1972, he recorded Solitaire.
Just how it goes without.
A deep, aching, beautiful ballad about loneliness. The song was so powerful that the Carpenters covered it. Andy Williams covered it. Clay Aiken performed it on American Idol, and Neil himself was in the audience as a guest judge. Solitaire was not just a song. It was a resurrection.
Through his indifference. Yeah, sweet calendar girl. I love.
6. Calendar Girl. Let's go back to the golden years. Calendar Girl was pure pop sunshine. January, February, March. Each month of the year brought a new reason to love. It was catchy. It was joyful. It was impossible to get out of your head. It became one of Neil's most recognized chart singles on both sides of the Atlantic, in the US and the UK. Close your eyes. You can almost hear it playing from a diner jukebox in 1960. That is the timeless power of a great pop song.
of the year. Happy birthday, sweet 16.
5. Happy Birthday, Sweet 16. If you were a teenager in 1961, this was your song. Neil wrote it as a pure celebration of youth, the moment a girl crosses from childhood into something bigger.
Happy birthday, sweet 16.
It hit number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100, and it became one of the defining songs of the early 1960s teen pop era.
Simple, sweet,
Completely unforgettable.
It's just a teenage dream. Happy. Oh, Carol.
Carol. This one is personal. Neil was dating a girl in high school. Her name was Carole King. Yes, that Carole King. The same woman who would go on to write Tapestry, one of the best-selling albums of all time.
No matter what you do.
When their relationship ended, Neil wrote her a love letter in the only language he truly knew: music.
oh,
Carol shot to number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100 Inches 1959. 2 teenagers, 2 future legends, 1 unforgettable musical exchange. At the Brill Building during those years, their neighbors included Neil Diamond and Paul Simon. Imagine that hallway.
You hurt me. And you make me love. The woman was bound to lie.
3. Bad Blood. Picture this. You are in a recording studio. You are working on a new track. A friend stops by. That friend is Elton John. He jumps on the mic and adds backing vocals.
The woman no good, no how. And baby, the blood.
The result was Bad Blood, a raw, dramatic, perfectly crafted pop record. It hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1975. Elton John's contribution was not even formally credited at the time. But everybody in the music world knew. This was one of 3 chart toppers Neil placed on the Billboard Hot 100 over his career. 2 giants, 1 studio, pure magic.
Make promises she can't keep in the wish of the night. Breaking up is hard to do.
1. Breaking up is hard to do. Of course, it's this one. In August 1962, Breaking Up is Hard to Do hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100.
I beg of you, don't say
It was Neil's first U.S. chart topper.
joyful,
Bouncy, irresistible, a little ironic because it was a breakup song that made you want to dance. But here's what makes this song truly special.
I beg of you, don't say goodbye.
Neil recorded it again in 1975, this time as a slow, tender ballad. And that version also hit number 1. The same song, 2 completely different feelings, 2 trips to the top of the charts. That had almost never been done before in pop music history.
Hard to do. They say that breaking up is hard.
It is a record that stands for everything Neil Sedaka represented: reinvention, resilience, pure, undeniable talent.
They say that breaking up is hard to do.
Neil Sedaka once said, and I want you to really hear this: the songs will outlive me. He said that just a few years ago, and he was right. A man who grew up in a small Brooklyn apartment, a boy whose mother worked extra shifts just to buy him a piano. He went on to write over 500 songs. He sold hundreds of millions of records worldwide. He earned a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He had a street in Brighton Beach renamed Neil Sedaka Way in his honor. And even into his 80s, he was still posting videos on TikTok, still connecting with fans, still playing piano with the same joy he had at age 8. His family said it best: he was not just a rock and roll legend. He was an incredible human being. Rest in peace, Neil. The music will never stop. If this video moved you, if even one of these songs brought back a memory, hit that like button right now. It takes 1 second, and it helps more people discover this legend's music. Subscribe if you love deep dives into the artists who shaped our world. And leave a comment below. Tell me which Neil Sedaka song means the most to you. Was it Oh, Carol? Breaking Up is Hard to Do. Or maybe Laughter in the Rain? Let me know. I read every single one. And until next time, keep listening to the music that lasts forever.